Hi Rick, it's very nice to spend the afternoon with you and to have a chat about the World Breeding Federation because you've been involved in it from the very beginning. And as you know, we've got our 30-year anniversary this year, so we've decided to go and interview some of the people that have been a big part of the World Breeding Federation. So today I thought I would ask you, what was your first involvement in the World Breeding Federation?
Well, I think it's now more than 40 years ago that my regretted friend Rik Wolters invited me to go to meetings abroad to discuss with people from other studbooks and people from the sport to discuss, because there were was no information on starting list, not on result lists. And sometimes horses changed from pedigree, so papers were changed, and I was concerned about this, and that's how it started. So we went to meet each other in Germany, in France, in Brussels. That's how it all started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you were there at the very beginning when the federation was founded in 1994.
Yeah.
And when did you become vice president?
It was in Berlin. In Berlin.
In 94.
Asked me to take the finances.
Yeah.
But first the financial department was in Holland at the office of BCM.
Mm-hmm.
But afterwards we moved this to the BWP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, having been part of the World Breeding Federation for such a long time, you retired from the board in 2017. What from our history do you particularly recall? What stayed with you? What made a big impression on you?
For me it was not only one thing, but a lot of things like the general assemblies where we could meet up with people from other countries, other studbooks, new ideas. And I know some people like Horst Enze, for example, from Germany, Hanfried Haring, Fredriksson, Ingvar Fredriksson. A lot of people had a lot of influence in breeding and sport. And they had so many good ideas, so we brought the ideas with us, and that's how we could create some foundation for building up the federation.
Yeah. So a lot of interesting people
Yeah.
involved in the beginning, and those are names that we still hear today. Hanfried Haring, who's also in the World Breeding Federation FEI Council, got a close relationship with the FEI. Okay, that's
And I want to underline the influence of Rik Wolters.
Yes.
He was a man with so many ideas. He spoke 4 languages fluently.
Wow.
Yeah. And he had so many good ideas. And his role is a little bit underestimated in the beginning of the startup of the World Breeding Federation.
Okay.
It was very important.
Yeah. So, being a breeder yourself for many years already, what excites you about breeding?
For me, passion, hope, expectations. It's related to the upcoming year, the breeding year, going to stallion shows to make the choice of the stallion for your mares, to discuss with other breeders. Then when the foals are coming, wake up during the night. So we had not, in the beginning we had not these alarm systems, the birth alarm systems, and then the foals putting in the field, controlling the yearlings, controlling the young stock. It makes a calendar for all the year.
Yeah, so it's the lifestyle. You basically...
That's absolutely like that. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, and a lot of dedication goes into it, doesn't it? Yeah. So having been a breeder for many years and also watching the evolution of how the industry is going, what is your vision for the future of breeding?
Well, for me there are three kind of breeders. Occasional breeders, then the passionate breeders, and the commercial breeders. So the occasional breeders are breeding one foal in 5 years, or sometimes each year one. And then the passionate breeders are busy to find really how to continue breeding over years. And the commercial breeders are breeding for the commerce, so they want to sell the foals as soon as possible. So I think the know-how is really in the hands of the passionate breeders.
Are you a bit worried that the breeding landscape is changing, that it's getting harder for these passionate breeders?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
There are too many commercial breeders. They breed with ICSI many years, many foals each year, and it makes the gene pool very narrow.
Yeah. With ICSI you mean that they're using too much the same genes, same dam lines, same stallions, and you feel that
they're coming back in the pedigree many times. It's successful sires are coming back many times.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So one of the challenges that you see in terms of breeding is that we need to keep our eye looking into the future, using new blood and not just focusing on old blood. Okay.
Yeah.
And then looking into the future also, what do you feel is the role of the World Breeding Federation in the coming years and in the future?
I think the most important role for the Federation is to inform the breeders. I think the studbooks know already how the evolution will go, but the breeders themselves have to be informed in a scientific way about new breeding techniques, the ethic about breeding, the right way, and the most I'm concerned about the new countries who come up now in breeding, which have not a tradition in horse breeding. They do not how to select horses, how to select mares. I think it's an important role for the federation to inform well.
Yeah.
That's very important.
Yeah. No, so you're touching on something very important indeed. Sharing of knowledge, dissemination of knowledge.
Absolutely.
And I hear you mentioning things like helping with selections, helping with health concerns, scientifically based, you mentioned. That often comes back to also the welfare of the horse.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you want to do things ethically correct in the best interest of the horse. And you probably know, I should have mentioned this to you, that we're working on a project to produce a welfare statement to give guidelines to our member stud books on good breeding practices. And that's what you actually feel is important to share with our members and with new members.
Yeah. But the welfare of the horse is not a new item, not a new concern. It's many years ago we were talking about, also with Rik Wouters, we were talking about the welfare of the horse. So it was our concern, how should the evolution go in sport and in breeding.
Yeah.
It's not new, it's not from the last years.
Yeah, but possibly we're giving it attention a little bit too late. We should have started sooner, being proactive.
Yeah. People are looking, or not familiar with horse breeding and sport. They are looking with big eyes to what we are doing.
Yes.
That's can be a problem.
It can, indeed.
They are searching for problems.
Yes. Yeah. And unfortunately, a lot of problems are being uncovered.
Yeah.
So it is our responsibility to make sure that we take proactive action.
Absolutely.
And help to safeguard our industry.
We have to take steps.
Yeah. So, Rik, are you going to join us in Portugal this year at the General Assembly?
I'm not sure yet.
You're not sure yet?
Not sure yet,
Okay.
So my third great-grandchild is coming at that time,
Yes.
maybe.
Oh, so
Yeah.
might not work.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because we're planning to have a bit of a celebration
Yeah.
for the 30-year anniversary.
It's possible that I come, but
And
I'm not sure
okay,
yet.
of course it would be very nice
Yeah,
to have
yeah,
you there.
yeah.
Good. Thank you so much for your time
Thank
today.
you, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.